guys, hope you're doing really well. நான் இதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு 5 வீடியோ ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணியிருப்பேங்க. ஆனால் அந்த 5 வீடியோலுமே வந்து ஆடியோ சரியா இல்லை. ஸோ ஐ கேம் பேக் டு மை ட்ரெடிஷ்னல் இயர்ஃபோன்ஸ். ஐ ட்ரைட் த மைக், ஐ ட்ரைட் த இயர்பாட்ஸ், நத்திங் ஒர்க். ஸோ எதுக்கு தேவையில்லாமல் எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டுன்னு ஐ ஸ்டாப் using any of those. I'm back to this. I hope you're doing really well. And I recorded a lot of things since I started from entering the airport, but somehow I was not satisfied with the audio quality. So I thought, why not just stop in one place, put the camera somewhere and record it. So we are in the Guadalajara airport. If you have seen my previous video when we were traveling to Mexico City, I think you would know where this place is because I literally showed all parts of that airport. And if you have not watched, do go and watch. I mean, it's just there for my documentation. But if you like it, then at least I will be happy that there are people seeing it. And where are we going today? It's a good question. But I think I would love to show it to you once we are there in that place. Pretty excited for it. ஏன்னா இந்த இயரில் எங்களுக்கு இது செகண்ட் வெக்கேஷன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒன் வந்து வெக்கேஷன் சொல்ல முடியாது பிகாஸ் வி வெண்ட் ஃபார் அ பர்பஸ். வி வெண்ட் டு கெட் அவர் US visa. But this time is purely vacation based. So we are pretty excited. So when I say we, it's me and my husband. And as usual, we are going to get our subway. Generally, we don't prefer getting anything from the airport, of course, because of the cost. It's pretty expensive, of course, like any airport, right? But generally, when we leave for the airport, this is the ritual. We try to stuff ourselves with as much food as possible so that we don't get hungry when we are in the airport. ஆனால் எப்படி இருந்தாலும் ஒரு பசி வந்துடுது as soon as you enter. I think it's probably because that's how it's marketing is done. ஏன்னா நம்ம உள்ளே வந்தோன்னா ஒரு காஃபி ஸ்மெல் வரும், ஒரு what do you call, ஒரு பர்கர் ஸ்மெல் வரும், ஒரு பீட்சா ஸ்மெல் வரும், and everything just makes you feel more hungry. And I think that was their intention. But we try to restrict getting from here. So we stuffed ourselves with semia today in the morning, and I'm pretty proud of it because even with the hustle bustle, we just try to make it as soon as possible. And another ritual that I follow is I water my plants well so that they can stay for at least a bare minimum period and don't dry out. And third thing that we do, me and Shanmu do, is we try to make sure that we pray and then we leave the house because எங்கள் 2 பேர் வீட்டிலுமே வந்து our mothers believe in that. So that's what we did, and we're pretty excited for this trip, and I cannot wait to share more. But this is a glimpse, so stay tuned. So me and Shanmu, we were just talking that இங்கே வரவங்கெல்லாம் லிட்ரலாக Pinterest models மாதிரியே இருப்பாங்க. They wear like really good clothes, and I think they planned their wardrobe specifically for the airport look. And here we are wearing a t-shirt and a jean likewise. So as you can see, we came quite early, but our flight got delayed. So this happens every time we try to come early, something funny happens. And you can see now where we are going. We are going to Puerto Vallarta. And the first time I told my parents this word, they were making a lot of jokes on that because they couldn't pronounce it well. But hey, we are going to Puerto Vallarta, and it's kind of not very far from where we live. But we chose to go by flight because the prices were almost the same if we had chosen the bus or the flight. So why not? And it was fun boarding the flight because although we were quite hungry, we had carried some snacks. You see me with the Pringles. We downloaded a lot of movies beforehand, and this movie is Goli Soda. I don't know if you have heard that, but it was fun to watch while we were on the flight. And the funny part was the flight did not even last more than half an hour. We didn't even know when the flight started and when we landed. But we reached Puerto Vallarta, and it was a normal airport. It was not very fancy, but the moment we came out, it was so humid, and we were like, I think we should have just worn summer clothes right on the airport because it was quite hot. And you see me and Shanmu going all Indian with the kind of heat there was. But the moment we took off on our cab, we kind of had this countryside feel. because it was full of coconut trees. It had a vibey ambience, and we were just excited to reach our location. And Sharma was excited looking at the map a guy in the airport gave him, and he was looking at the beaches around, and of course we had planned where we are going to stay, and we already knew that this place is going to be so and so far away from the beach that we wanted to go. And you see a beautiful landscape around. You see sea, you see the mountains, and it was just a beautiful place to start our trip. And I was quite excited to go to the beach, of course, because it's been such a long time. We reached a beautiful hotel, and it was such a beautiful place to be. It had a very good vibe. They started off by giving us some refreshments while we were signing some forms, and the place was just so beautiful, and it kept us this natural feeling. You see a beautiful cat sleeping there. It was filled with all the plants, and it gave a very tropical feel. So in general, the design of this entire space was mostly Victorian, and it was designed like long back in the 80s, and it kept passing on from generation to generation. And we reached our room. Room was quite cozy. It was not very huge, but it had a wonderful view, and you can see that there is a river passing by. I'm not sure if you can hear the sound of it, but it had a very nice river flowing past by it, and there was always this voice and the sound of this river. And this was the dining area that they had, and you can see how detailed their entire space was, and it gave a very good vibe. And this is from the viewpoint of the live pool that we have, and it was such a beautiful place. You see that we were literally in middle of the mountains, and we had a very clear view of the sea from here. And it was quite a walk until we reached the beach. So we are walking the street from our hotel that we are staying in towards the beach. It's about 10 minutes from here. And so we came back from the airport, and we had a really good sleep, like a 1 hour nap, so that we are active for the rest of the evening. And it's such a beautiful street. It reminds me of, to give you a context, it reminds me of the streets in Goa, and kind of the streets in the place that I studied in Manipal. It gives you this town feel. So beautiful. Let me show you. Guys, I just crossed 2 lanes, from that lane to this lane through this bridge that's on top of a flowing river. And it's kind of beautiful, but I was super scared because of these small gaps, and I was wondering if I'm going to lose my phone. Just everyday thought. But I think I was just saying that after we took a nap, we are right now heading towards the beach. So the beach is in the region where what we call the centro in Mexican terms, which is like a synonym for the downtown. So it's such a beautiful vibe. Check this out. And it has like all these colorful stuff, and it just makes me so happy because it gives you this vacation feels. Since we started off in the noon, about 4 p.m., it was quite hot. Coming from a place like Guadalajara, which has a really good temperature, this temperature was quite humid for us, honestly. And because we came in a very afternoonish time, the streets were quite empty, and we were just trying to find and look out for a place which would serve us really good lunch. We were trying to find authentic tacos place, but somehow we were craving for pizza, so we landed up in a very beautiful Italian restaurant. We had prawns, noodles kind of a thing. It's more of a pasta actually, and we had a very nice pepperoni pizza, and it was of course yum. And we complimented the chef for their amazing food, and we left off to go into our beach.
I tell my friends I'm feeling like you're coming, 'cause I feel the sun. I'm waiting for the special touch you give. I'm needing it more than I ever did. I don't wanna be a sacrifice sacrificing love. Before you I will. You should be here with me. No wasting time, yeah, you've been on my mind. Don't overthink it, you were there from the start when my heart became yours. Don't say we're over, you should be here with me. I'm waiting for the special touch you give. I'm needing it more than I ever did. I don't wanna be a sacrificing love. Before you I will. I keep waiting for you to call. I tell my friends I'm feeling like you're coming, 'cause I feel the sun.
After watching the wonderful sunset, we started walking towards our room because we were planning to come out at night, since it was an Independence Day the next day and we were quite excited to see how it all went about. But we really wanted to rest before that, since we left at 4 p.m. and it was quite tiring. So while we were walking back, we saw all these vehicles with these Mexican flags, and they were very cheerful, very loud, a lot of music, and it was quite happening. And then I was grateful that we came at this part of the time, because it was actually very happening and a lot of tourists around. It was quite a vibe.
I tell my friends I'm feeling like you're coming, 'cause I feel the sun.
In this video, I complain about how hot it was and how bad I was sweating, and somehow the audio didn't get recorded, but it was fun. And we kept walking back. Although there was a very good vibe, we really wanted to rest, so we jumped into the pool with a wonderful view. I was just happy that we had the pool to ourselves, so it was quite a good moment. And the lights were brilliant and we had a wonderful time. Stay tuned for what happened the next day. Thank you.